And so the 2016 Porsche Cayenne can actually range in price anywhere from $58,300 up to around $158,000, depending on which one of the 7 trims you go with. First, there's the base Cayenne starting at $58,300. Then there's the diesel for $62,300. Then there's the Cayenne S that goes for $74,800. Next was the e-hybrid for $77,200. Then there was the Cayenne GTS, which is actually what I had today, and the most aggressive looking of the Cayenne trim lines in my opinion, due to its blacked out wheels and air suspension dropping the car an additional 20 millimeters, allowing for a more aggressive stance and a better connection to the road. But then lastly, there was the Cayenne Turbo, which went for around $114,700, and the Turbo S for around $158,000. And so today, courtesy of Sun Motor Cars in Mechanicsburg, PA, I have with me the 2016 Porsche Cayenne GTS, which will hit 60 in less than 5 seconds with the top speed of 163 miles per hour. So with that being said, let's drive. What's up, you guys? Go Pony here. Today in the 2016 Porsche Cayenne GTS. And so this year is special for the Cayenne GTS because they have come up with a brand new engine. This is going to be a 3.6 liter twin turbocharged V6, which is replacing the old V8 engine that the previous Cayenne GTS had. And also, I keep hearing it and I'm loving it, but you don't have to put this mode on, but there's a button behind the shifter here that has a picture of the quad exhaust basically, and if you press that, it opens up the throttle a little bit so you get some backfire when you're downshifting and things like that. It sounds so freaking sweet, I'm telling you. But anyways, other than that, there are definitely no issues with visibility. I got good views out of my side mirrors and my rear view mirror as well. And as far as the steering wheel goes, it's very smooth. And there's actually grips for your thumbs as well. I've never felt that before in a steering wheel, but it's really nice actually. But anyways, let's do a quick little acceleration since this car does have 440 horsepower, 443 pound-feet of torque. Let's see how it gets up to speed. This is an SUV after all. Whoa. Holy cow, this thing. I mean, for an SUV, you don't think they would be that fast, right? Because they're bulky. They weigh like, what, 5,000 pounds, a little more? But no, this thing is freaking quick. And the brakes bite so hard on this thing. I love that. You like stop instantly on a dime. It is ridiculous, and in a good way though, of course. But anyways, let me put it in paddle shift mode here. Also, there are 3 different driving modes. There's Comfort, Sport, and Sport Plus. I got it in Sport Plus mode right now. I'm gonna throw it into the paddle shift modes, and let's see how quickly the paddle shifters are gonna react for me. I will also say the seats are really comfortable. I'm actually liking this. They're actually bolstered really nicely for as fast as this SUV is. It's hard saying that, but it's true with this thing. This thing is so fast. Another thing I am loving is there is suede all over this thing, so it feels like a race car even though you're in an SUV, because there's a suede headliner, there's suede on the doors. Between the suede and the leather finishes within this whole thing, it's just finished perfectly, and honestly I would expect nothing less from Porsche. Also, another thing I'm liking on this thing, quite often these kind of features go overlooked, but the moonroof on this goes all the way back, so not only are the front passengers able to enjoy that, but the rear passengers are as well. And it's still easy. I mean, you still press one button, you can open and close that up. It's that easy. Anyways, that is it for the test drive portion of this review. Let's check out the exterior now. And so up front, the layout of the GTS is derived from the Cayenne Turbo with its larger air intakes and more aggressive headlight design. And those by Xenon headlights come with Porsche's dynamic light system, which adjusts the range of the light beam based on the driving speed and also swivels the headlights towards the inside of a bend based off the steering angle. But then around the side was the air suspension sitting on 20-inch RS Spider design wheels in black, which looked amazing. And behind behind those wheels was the brake system from the Cayenne Turbo, rocking some bright red calipers. And around the back was the rear spoiler along with tinted LED taillights and the Sports Quad exhaust system finished in black. And yes, that exhaust sounded awesome. And so part of the reason that exhaust note sounded as intense as it did was due to the exhaust button I had pressed inside the cabin, which opened the exhaust flaps for a more pronounced sound. And then there was also 3 different driving modes, including Comfort, Sport, and Sport Plus, which alters settings for the stability and traction programs. But to the right of the driving buttons was the ability to adjust the ride height of the Cayenne GTS via the air suspension system. Not having seen one up close before, I thought this was pretty much the coolest thing ever. And so of course the GTS was rocking a 4.8-inch color screen front and center, which served to show me things like Bluetooth settings, audio controls, and the navigation system. And overall, the seating was extremely comfortable with more than enough room for 6-foot-tall me to slide into the back. But then I also liked the extra details that went into them, like the embroidered GTS logo found in the driver and passenger headrest. Then finally in the very back was a ton of cargo space where I could have easily fit several sets of clubs to take my friends and I golfing. But in the end, it's not the vehicle that matters most, but rather the family and friends that you're taking around in it. So for 2016, the Cayenne GTS comes with an amazing braking system, which features ventilated discs, a brake pad wear monitoring system, an electronic parking brake, and more. Then there's also front, side, and side curtain airbags, the latch system, aka lower anchors and tethers for children, an 18-inch collapsible spare tire, lane change assist, lane departure warning, and a rollover sensor which triggers the side curtain airbags and seatbelt pretensioners in the unlikely event that a rollover would occur. And there were plenty more safety features as well, but in the end, the Porsche name is legendary, and for an SUV, the Cayenne GTS is stunning. And so what I found today is that the words fun and SUV actually can go hand in hand, because driving is not supposed to be boring. And with the 2016 Cayenne GTS, it's anything but. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like the video and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay gold.